Champion. I was a Welly Wangler. Champion. No.
Talk to me about Welly Wangling.
Starting my day off a little bit differently today. I've just been on warden duty. It was just about doing some campsite warden stuff in my new high-vis vest and everything. Hello Dan, you okay? Do you like my new top? Hey, it's good, isn't it?
You look alright, Wally.
Do I? Yeah, really? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
What's that all about?
What? Hey, you not like this? You're not really. I tell you, man, this is just absolutely beautiful. This, isn't it? Yeah, you've not got one. Unless you want to take over duty somewhere. You have once covered for me for half an hour, didn't you once? So I might let you wear this, and if you do wear it, because it's not got a name, you can pretend to be the Conquer Champion 2022.
Yeah, but have you
Chess
noticed?
Champion 23.
You've just wrote that on.
No, I haven't.
That didn't come
No,
with
I
it.
haven't.
So
No,
you're,
I haven't.
yeah.
No. Watch tonight's vlog, and I'll get you to retract them words. So my vlogs are always a day. I have not written that on at all. You need to check out what's happened with this top. Beautiful, isn't it? It's, you know, do you like the back of it there?
I like the back of it, yeah.
Yeah, the front. It's just
Makes you look like a worker,
no,
even though you're not.
So what I've been asked to do is when I do my night patrols, I've got to carry my Claris torch in one hand, and when I walk around, I've got to walk around with the trophy on the other hand, because people just want to stay. Apparently, they all want to.
Oh, you have to win trophies first, Neil.
Yeah, okay.
You need some kind of ID badge as well.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got a little pocket there for my pen, and I've got a little pocket here for my radio. And I've got a little clip on here
there.
and everything. Yeah, no, it's got that little pocket and everything. I'm very impressed with that.
I like that, and I'll tell you why. I always see you coming now.
Well, I'm just saying to most people, I tend to in the evenings at dusk, well, normally 10 o'clock when I do my hush walk, I normally walk around with a hoodie on, to be honest, so nobody can see me.
I have to ask Neil, what on earth was going on last night? Did you hear it?
Well, somebody over here was saying, was it a flock of geese or something? But
I thought it were chickens getting slaughtered.
So we have got a massive chicken farm at the back, huge one.
I didn't know that.
A seriously big one. I mean, a factory. I mean, a proper big one.
It sounded like cats screaming.
Yeah.
But then I thought, no, it must be chickens.
Yeah.
So they must be been slaughtering chickens or taking them somewhere or something.
Let's go for a walk up there sometime. And I'll show you the little church. It's only about a 20-minute walk. There's a little walk out of here. That's not the 3-mile walk. It's only there's a shortcut to it.
All right.
I can show you where it is. You like the little church? It's a really groovy little church. Some people were here, I forgot the name now, went to a church and he said, it's like something out of a film set in here.
All right, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Don't know when we can do that, because obviously we've got the Tiddlywink Championships any day now. It's in the next couple of days, I think.
Yeah, that's inevitable. So
Not
we did
forgetting the Bowls Championship.
The what championship?
The Bowls
Championship. The Bull. Oh, and we're both fathers, aren't we?
And we're both dads.
Yeah, I did catch the dad feeding yesterday afternoon, so I'm not seeing the mum on the thing. I've not been in there yet, but yeah, we're fatherhood.
Within the next, about 48 hours, I'll get out there and I'll try and put a camera up and get a similar thing to I got last time.
And you've ordered some sort of Klingon type things for your awning to like clasp that clip
You've
on.
You've got any Klingons, yeah.
Yeah. So there's Klingons on the starboard side, starboard side, starboard side. Klingons on the starboard side, starboard side, starboard side. Klingons on the starboard. Those of a certain age will remember the Klingon song. Should we leave it at that?
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit later than normal opening up the mower shed. We've just had there's happened quite a bit recently. We've just had some people that have had to leave 3 nights early because they've got some things going on at home, which is a shame, but priorities, but they've had an amazing time. And yeah, we've got some fabulous people staying in the pod. And I've just moved, I think it's the son, onto the pitch next to them. And we'll be looking out for chick feeding today. So I'm going to be jumping on the Stiga earlier rather than later to start finishing off what didn't get finished yesterday. Then I'm going to be doing an hour with a hedge trimmer. I've got some quite long grass encroaching on the tent pitch area, and some on the back hedging as well, what needs tidying up. It's just amazing how fast things are growing at the moment, and apparently we're in for an okay day. And all being well, I might get an hour this afternoon if everything goes smoothly, where I can pop out and go and get some food. Oh, I've got washing in the washing machine as well. So what is today going to bring? That's the question. Right, we'll be looking out for feeding time. So these chicks will be tiny. They'll be. We should keep a little diary, shouldn't we? This is day 1 of them being hatched. So I do believe they are 1 day old. Just fill the Steger up with petrol. This does. I've got no idea what the MPG is on this, but it drinks petrol. Hang on a moment. Somebody's asking for a word. Those of a certain age, and in fact, if you're a grandparent or you're an auntie or an uncle, and you've got a son, grandson, or even a daughter nowadays, because girls can be in the Beavers, the Cubs, and the Scouts. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So I was a 4er, second Hale Cubs on Lilac Road in Hale, just outside Altrincham.
I were a 5er.
And then I became a 6er.
Then the 7er.
There isn't a 7er. And every time I video, my work's phone goes. Right, so yeah, a bit interrupted there with the phones and everything going. Cubs and Beavers, and then later in life, I was a volunteer as a local. Sorry, I wasn't in Beavers myself. I was in Cubs and Scouts, but then I sort of volunteered at Beavers. Went on a father and son camp one year. Absolutely went on a father and son camp, proper father and son camp. I've got hundreds of photographs. And
is this Cubs or Scouts?
No, this is helping out at being Beavers. So some
Beavers, what, like the 2-year-old thing?
Beavers. So some dads had never in their adult life or younger life ever been camping. This is an absolute true story, this. And on the Friday night, so when all the kids are hyper, all these kids, I mean, they're hyper till like 2 o'clock in the morning. Tent poles have been broken because they're all fighting and doing what young kids do. And then we had a couple of the dads, unfortunately, got absolutely annihilated with alcohol. I mean, seriously out of the head. And then we had a campfire going overnight, and over and over, and they were putting logs and logs and logs. I've got photographs of this, so massive campfire. And before you knew it, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the morning coming in, it's starting to get light. And a couple of the dads said, oh, we've got to go to bed. And they were rat-legged. And being obviously the sensible one, I said, well, I can't leave the fire now because these lot are going to be up at first light. So I got my sleeping bag in front of the fire. I'd had a few beers, wasn't drunk or anything like that, but I had a few. Completely conked out.
You set on fire, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
And then about 5:30 in the morning, I was woken up by a couple of beavers kicking me. So in this space of time before now, the ash had sort of blown over onto the sleeping bag. The kids had come out thinking there was a dead body by the fire, and it was me in the sleeping bag, and they're kicking me. Yeah, obviously true.
I'd have done the
story.
same even if I didn't think you were dead.
Yeah. Second simply that. I mean, second simply was Lucy was due to be born, so I actually went in my car in case I had to go home. So that's 23 years ago.
Well, the first time I ever went, you were talking about dads who'd never been camping. I was 43, I think, before I ever went camping.
No. So anyway, so I've just been helping Dan with his awning. Yes, I have.
I've done it all.
Right, so how do you do a reef knot again, Dan?
I'll tell you in a minute. Can I just point out, one of my friends has just messaged me saying he's going to the Nurseries sister site in Cornwall in a few weeks.
So how was your best friend?
He ain't my best friend. Well,
okay.
Well, he's up there.
All right.
He's up there, he's Andy, yeah.
Yeah, he's off to Streamside, nice little site. Small, compact. Reef knot.
Yeah.
So when you get taught the reef knot, what do you always remember with a reef knot? JP will back me up on this, JP.
Best to do it underwater in the sea.
No. It's left over right and right over left. Right. So I was actually national teg pulling champion in 1972 to 1975, and I was actually awarded this teg pulling device here. It was actually engraved, but it's gone. So yeah, I can pull out anything, and I actually led the teg pulling confederation at one stage. Dan had absolutely no idea.
You said you till 75. You said.
Yeah, 72 to 75.
Ah, I was 75 to 93. I've got a silver one of them.
You just said you hadn't been camping until you were 43, you liar. Absolutely rumbled again. Right, I'm going to leave some of my tools with Dan. I'm just finishing off these seasonal pitches, and Rash, ever so sweet, Rash is just sat in the awning doorway. What are you doing, Rash? Oh yes, you coming out? You been on guard watching the world go by? You're a good girl. Right, I'm just going to pick up a couple of accessories. I've just had a thought while I'm over on that area. I just thought I'd grab my Wellingtons a minute. I've just got an idea. Things we've done in the past and things like that. So once upon a time I used to help organise mini sort of rallies with dandies and bongos and Teok. Yeah, we used to hook up with Teok.
I've heard of dandy. What are the other two? Are the comics? Or?
Mazda Bongo Owners Club and Teok Toyo's Restima Owners Club. And the rallies, we used to sort of we had some great times. You know, marquees and campfires and music, and you know, these festivals that are happening now, they're all hip. I was doing this like 20 years ago. But one of the things that we did, and I became champion, I was a Welly Wangler. Champion.
Don't talk to me about Welly Wangling.
1970. So I've actually just found the actual wellies that I used to wangle with.
Oh my god.
So I just thought, cause I'm not Welly Wangled for an age.
Oh, the size 8. These are what I used to wangle with as well.
No,
Neil.
Honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
I might try and dig out a clip. I've got Sandra Welly Wangling at Shay's farm one Sunday morning. We used to Welly Wangle on a Sunday morning, but I just sort of give it.
Oh, that's bad technique.
Yeah, just
and that's my broken arm.
So I won again. I've just.
What are you on about? You won again. That's exactly level. That's exactly level.
Bollocks to
That's exactly level.
Rubbish. That's not.
And that's my broken arm. I broke
Look
that arm.
Did you witness that then? So there it goes. So I'm still winning here as the Welly Wangler.
We are going to have the proper Welly Wangling Championship.
I was the Welly Wangler.
didn't
I
win.
did. Of course, I got the Welly Wangling.
Exactly level.
But you just do talk.
No, left arm, because my right's broken. Left arm.
Let's step back onto the line.
Yeah, but you're going to use your right arm, aren't you?
You're doing a run up. You can't run up.
Go on then.
And watch it. You're not allowed to run up. Okay, I'll let you have that one.
Campsite Welly Wangling Champion 2023. Get in with a broken arm from a few years ago as well. Get in.
Dan, you're using my wellies. You can only use your own. You've not read the rules, have you? I did like the technique. That was a warm up. Right, I'm going to spend 15 minutes now mowing. So the reason why I got my Wellingtons out, so those remember the Fitvilles. Yeah, my Fitvilles are coming to a point of actually being worn out. And I got drenched yesterday. Right, it's going to finish this section over there and then go and get the hedge cutters out. And I've got a sign to fix there. Oof. Very cloudy but very warm. Right, I've just done what I need to do with that. I'm just going to go get myself so you won't be able to see these planes up in the sky. I'm just going to top up the edge trimmer, get a builder's bag out and get a rake. This is where we keep all the mainly all the tools are all in here. And I can spend an hour or so cutting one of the back edges down. It's just incredible how fast things are growing. I'm not seeing any blackbird activity, but before I do that, I'm going to have a sit down for 5 minutes, just check any messages, if anything's come through in the office, quick glug of water, and get my work gloves on, and yeah, work up a sweat. So this camping area here, again, we've explained that we let this go sort of semi-wild, and as you can see we've got like a rope here because there's a dike on that side, but some of this had really encroached over. It was like over by, you know, a good couple of feet, so I've had to take some of this back here. Now I'll get the rake in a minute and tidy it up a little bit. It's a bit strange this not this weekend, weekend after, we've got all of these are all booked out, every pitch is booked out, and then just only 2 or 3 weeks ago we cut this side of the hedge here, and this was all way back And as you can see, we've got, I mean, these are coming out 2-3 feet all down the back here. So I'm not going to go right in because obviously it's still in nesting season. We'll just trim these overhanging bits here at the minute. Right, so I'll do now, start raking this into a few piles, and what we won't do today, but I need to get on to the other side, Kev's and Dan and Mazzy's pitch at some stage. I don't know whether you saw what that was like with all those overhanging bits, but they're all down now. It's seriously warm. So I've done about 6 piles of these cuttings, fill up this builder's bag, and go and dump that, and then we'll go and give it a rake and get the other things done. But I am seriously warm. Right, that's another bag there. I'm going to just go and do the leaves now. It's not going to be too big a job, and then tidy up by those tent pitches next. Right, a couple of deliveries. I've got the belt for the Husqvarna off eBay, and I have got another one ordered, slightly more expensive one via Amazon. So somebody mentioned about these belts, buying cheap ones and the branded ones. Believe it or believe it not, I've tried both. And as you know, we've gone through several, so I've got a shirt else I've got here of these, and what seems to always be the problem, as soon as there's any dampness on the wheels, because we've got so many stone chippings on the roads, the chippings are flying up and they're getting caught up on the belt and in the pulley, which seems to be the problem. So I try my best to keep riding it on grass, but that's not always possible. And the other one here, I'll just pull this out of the box and you can have a look at what I've got here as well. So a couple of weeks ago I did a product review on the Carpuride, a 7-inch one, and I've now been sent a 9-inch one, a 901 Pro. This is absolutely brand new model, so I've got to do a review on that, which is going to be a bit strange because I quite like the 7-inch one that I've got in the car at the moment, but I will be doing a review on that. I'm just going to actually just have a quick look at the size of this. I'm not going to do a full unbox, but just have a quick look at the size of it, because it says 9 inches. So it may be too big for my car, but if it's 9 inches long and narrow, it may go okay. It's as I hoped, so it's not like a great big 10-inch one. It is quite long and narrow, so that will fit. I said there's a couple of new features on this, which I'll go through when I do a review on it, including, I do believe, it's got dual Bluetooth. Right, sweltering. I'm going to have a bottle of water, 5 minutes to catch my breath. I need to finish off the mowing, and I need to do some more bits and bobs as well. So while I'm on the Stiga mower, I'm going to take down my big electric screwdriver, some fencing, a big hammer, and some netting hooks. All will become clear in a minute. Haribo Fruitlicious. Somebody bought me a big pack of them the other day. I'm on my last packet, but these are so nice. So if you're a Haribo lover, because I do like Haribos, do you eat them one at a time, or do you take the entire bag and throw them in? I'm more of a take the whole bag and throw them in. Right, I'm going to go and round up my tools, my bits and bobs, and get back out onto the side. It's been typical. We have some rain. Right, I've got a sign that's been knocked, or the wind's caught it. So I'm going to take that down, split it into two, I think, and fix that. So what I've done, I've bought a little cardboard box, and you see my little footwell here. So take out some bits and bobs and quickly do that, so that looks a bit neater. Right, so that's that one fixed. I'm gonna, it's a bit wobbly. I'll give that a smack down. Well, I've got bit of a lumpy hammer with me. It's pork pie time for Dad. 2 pork pie time for Dad. And a chewy time for you. How's that, Rasha? How's that? Right, so the main bit of rain did eventually stop. So right, just tensioned up that rope down there, just removed all the posts, banged them all in. Had a bit of a gap in the rope here, we just fixed that now. Say I've used a hedge trimmer and a trimmer, just trimmed some of this off because these were really encroaching over. So as I say, when this is busy, this bit that I'm on now is a bit of a walk away, so we don't want anybody catching on any thistles or anything in there. So I'm now gonna, so I've had somebody on pitch number 5, is it 2 and 5, and somebody on pitch number 7 is going early as well. So I've just done a quick mow on the Stiga and brought down these bits, these tools and bits in a box. I'm going to go and drop that box back up at the mower shed, come back down here, give this a quick go, and then I'm going to go and finish the seasonal area. Come on Neil, we can do this without any rain. We definitely need no rain. But we had something going on over the fields here last night in the 11 o'clock at night. There was like people with red lights on, and people had said it sounded like geese, like hundreds of geese being slaughtered. But I have a hunch there's a chicken farm at the back of here. I'm not too sure, can't be dead certain, just over here. And whether or not the chickens had, I don't know, had a fox or a mink in the shed and they've escaped, I'm not really too sure. But a lot of commotion going on over on the farm over there last night. Right, so I've got a fairly quiet afternoon now, all being well. And I am possibly going to go and get myself some food. I don't need any dramas for the next 3 hours. Please, no nurseries dramas. Right, that's the final main cut done. So for another week, all the seasonal area is cut. 10 pitches have all been cut, main hedge cut back, a little bit more tidying up to do. All the touring area done for another week, and all we need now is a bit of sunshine. Alright, let's get this Stiga last little cut on the home stretch, and then let's put this to bed. Right, I don't know if you can hear or not, but the rain came in the end, so it was a frantic period getting those jobs done and out of the way. Thankfully all done before the, well, looks like the persistent rain has come. And I also managed to get out and get myself some fresh food. So this time last week Sandra was here, so I hadn't done my, in inverted commas, fresh food shop, and I was just running out of food. So tomorrow is Wednesday. Fingers crossed, a day off. Fingers crossed, no dramas. Fingers crossed, two consecutive days off. But what I am going to do to finish this vlog off, the other day me and Dan went into the woods together, and I lasted an hour with him. And as you saw, we put the trail cams out and had some peanut butter and things like that. So I'm just offloading. So Dan's been over to the woods today. I have not. He's brought my cameras back for me. And it looks like I've got some pretty good footage of the badgers and things. So again, I know it's not your cup of tea. Sorry, not everybody's cup of tea. If you don't want to watch a bit of wildlife, what goes on here in Mumby, in one of the woods, one of the local woods, just forward wind and then end the video here. Those that enjoy a bit of wildlife, I've got some cute clips coming up. Enjoy these, and all being well, you'll keep watching the channel, and all being well, I'll see you soon.